Welcome back, folks, to a brand new video.
Poland, a country that's full of history, wonderful old towns, and some of the best castles you will ever see in Europe. So if you've never been here before, I've selected just a few destinations to get you started. So here are 12 beautiful places to visit in Poland. Number 1. Warsaw. Warsaw is the biggest city in all of Poland and also happens to be the capital. Now, this city seriously has so many things you can do. Almost completely destroyed in the Second World War, the city's old town has been painstakingly restored to some of its former glory. With beautiful parks and a royal palace, and of course the diverse neighbourhoods to wander around, Warsaw has many different sides to it. It's a very fun place to explore, with plenty of cheap restaurants and bars and clubs for visitors and locals alike. And what I find interesting is the fact that you have a mix of the modern and the old. So there's something here for everyone. So it kind of makes sense to start your trip right here. Number 2. Malbork. Now, you probably didn't realise that Poland is a land of castles. In fact, castles of Poland are some of the most impressive in all of Europe, and several of them are truly important. A great example, Malbork Castle. The castle is considered to be the largest brick fortress in the world, measured by land area. Built in the 13th century, it's a castle of the Teutonic Order and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It's an impressive edifice built from red bricks, consisting of 3 parts: the lower castle, the middle, and the high castle. So as the castle is really huge, prepare yourself to spend most of the day there. Krakow. Krakow's Old Town. You can see the beauty of the Old Town with its original medieval street layouts and marvellous architecture. The unique atmosphere that distinguishes itself from the rest of Poland. Now, I'll be honest, it's my favourite city. But as the former capital of Poland, it has a rich history which is still visible in its architecture today. UNESCO recognises the Old Town of Krakow with the Jewish quarter. The Florianska is the most vibrant and lively street in the city centre. It leads from St. Florian's Gate to St. Mary's Church, and it's full of hidden gems, just like this cafe I went to, which you can see on my Krakow playlist. So there is so much to see and do in this area alone. And that brings me to the next place. Wawel Castle. This castle is undoubtedly one of the most important and historical sites in the whole of Poland. When Krakow was the capital of Poland, this royal castle was where the Polish kings resided, from 1333 to 1795. It was also built on Wawel Hill and the cathedral. which was the place of the coronation of no fewer than 36 Polish kings and queens, but nowadays the castle forms a UNESCO World Heritage Site. But of course, it has epic views. Gołuchów Castle. Located 15 kilometers from Kalisz by car, the castle began life around 1560 as a small fortified mansion with its octagonal towers at its corners, built by the Leszczyński family. Some 50 years later, it was enlarged and reshaped into a palatial residence in the late Renaissance style. So it's open to the public since 1962. The buildings contain a wealth of exhibits, either both original and new, and the grounds surrounding the castle is a beautifully landscaped park where you can sit down and relax and take in some of the most gorgeous sights. Next up is Bolesławiec, one of the most scenic towns of the Lower Silesia region, a perfect destination to escape the big cities. The focal point of Bolesławiec is the Old Town, where you can find rows of ancient tenements built in either both Baroque and the Renaissance styles, in all different colours. It's pretty hard to miss the massive building of the town hall, which was reconstructed in 1522 after it was severely damaged. Great photo opportunity of the town. But Bolesławiec is known for something else. Polish pottery is known to consumers all around the world. Manufactured since the 19th century, it became a recognisable symbol of this town. So if you want to pick up some gifts, this is the perfect place to do it. But apart from that, it's a very aesthetic town and worth your time to explore. Number 6. Moszna Castle. This 17th century castle is one of the most interesting and historical sites in Poland's Upper Silesia province. Even though the castle was originally designed in a Baroque style, later an Eastern Neo-Gothic wing and a Western Neo-Renaissance wing were added. Now the castle has a total of 99 spires, and resemble those magical places that feature in either fairy tales or Disney films or even Harry Potter. In fact, apart from being a museum and a restaurant and a luxurious hotel, it hosts summer camps for teenagers. So this could be an amazing castle for you to explore on one of your weekends. Fun fact, Moszna means something else in Polish. I'll leave it up to you to figure that one out.
Tarnów. This gem of a city lies approximately 1 hour east of Krakow. It is of the utmost historical significance in Poland's history. During World War II, the city was home to large Jewish ghetto and also had the first train to Auschwitz, where the Germans continued to decimate the town's population. But Tarnów today has a historic old town square, very cool cafe which is in a tram, a perfect place to escape the crowds in Krakow. You're about to hear some wonderful Polish. My pronunciation alone should make you want to hit that like button. Zamek Książ is located just outside of Wałbrzych and is the third largest castle in Poland. Now, the original castle was built in the 13th century and protected the trade routes from Silesia to Bohemia. It changed hands many times over and underwent 2 major reconstructions. Its location on a vast rocky hilltop overlooking the woodland area that surrounds it makes a huge impression. This is an epic day trip from Wrocław, and a top tip would be to stay at the Castle Hotel. Not as expensive as you may think. And let me tell you, 2 of the most difficult Polish words that I have ever pronounced.
Located in the Gniezno Lake District, the city of Gniezno was Poland's first capital. With an impressive cathedral overlooking the charming Old Town avenues, it holds an important place in the royal and religious history of the country. 5 of Poland's earliest kings were crowned right here, and the church has been based here for over 1,000 years. Rated as one of the oldest towns in Poland, Gniezno maintains a unique place on the country's map. The single most unmissable thing to see is the 14th century Gothic cathedral, with its priceless doors, memorabilia, relics, and the tomb of Saint Adalbert, which draws Catholics from all over Europe. It is right here where the cathedral witnessed the coronation of the first 5 Polish kings. Try climbing up the 240 steps of the cathedral tower to see some of the best views of the town. Situated on a hill overlooking the mouth of the Dunajec River is Niedzica Castle. It was initially built by a Hungarian man sometime between 1320 and 1326. Due to its location, Niedzica Castle is often referred to as the Ksiaz Castle and has since been a museum since 1963. The castle is also subject of a local legend, which says that an Incan princess was killed here, leaving her ghost to haunt the castle night. In order to visit the castle, you would need to join a tour, departing from Zakopane or Krakow, unless you have your own means of transport. Bardo, a historical and very picturesque town located in the southwestern Poland in the Lower Silesia Voivodeship. Less than 3,000 people live here, and the town itself is pretty small. But this could be a great idea to spend a day trip from Wrocław. The Stone Bridge. The construction of the bridge was completed in the 16th century. But earlier than that stood a wooden bridge. But by the end of World War II, the bridge was blown up by the German troops and then rebuilt in the 1950s. Here you'll see the statue of Jan Neopomysson placed on the bridge, which is a replica of the original sculpture that was lost during the World War. A quiet town to escape all the noise and the crowds of the main cities. And a place to wander and explore. Gingerbread Factory Signboard. Now this may not seem like an amazing attraction, but there used to be a gingerbread house. Famous local gingerbread from Bardo was produced right here and sold to all of Europe. Now, although the bakery hasn't survived to this day, less than 10 years ago a sign was created as a reminder of the history of the baking tradition. Number 12. Ksiaz Castle. One of the most beautiful castles in the whole of Poland is the Ksiaz Castle. Also one of the country's national historic monuments since 2005. The building of the castle was started in the 16th century. But during the 1600s, it was then upgraded and turned into a palatial building. Now, one of the most striking features about this is its interiors. Some of the best preserved rooms date back to the 17th century. The splendid appearance and function was due to the fact that it was owned by the most powerful families in Poland. Now, while Krakow and Warsaw are the two cities that have been Poland's capital over the years, they're not the only cities home to grand palaces that's fit for royals. Again, located on the northeastern side of Poland, the city of Bialystok and its beautiful palace has all the makings of a top city destination, from its architecture to its carefully maintained gardens. In truth, Bialystok is more than just a single attraction. Yes, it has all the usual squares, spires, churches, the hustle and bustle of the people of the city, but it may lack that recognition with its name, but it's got more than enough to draw you in. For more videos of Poland, check out the playlist in the description, and of course for any other destinations around the world. That's it from me. As always, be good, be kind, and be careful. Peace.